Welcome back to the next video in the Introduction to My Big Campus tutorial series. In this video, we're going to look at student safety. Let's go ahead and get started. When we talk about student safety on My Big Campus, we're talking about inappropriate posts, threats of violence, nudity, bullying, things like that that occur on social networks. The social part of My Big Campus is one of its most powerful features because it makes the site so collaborative. But at the same time, from a teacher's perspective, it can be a little scary because I'm not totally sure what my students are up to all the time. Well, in this video, we're going to first talk about some ways that you can prevent any of those issues from happening. But if and when they do, I'm going to show you 3 really powerful tools that let you easily monitor what all of your students are up to. So let's start with a discussion about how to introduce My Big Campus to your students in a way that will prevent a lot of these inappropriate activities from happening. So there's really 2 things that you can do with your students proactively. The first one is let them know up front that everything on My Big Campus is public, and that as their teacher, you're going to be able to search and see everything that they're doing. The second thing is to teach them digital citizenship. This is often a term that people haven't heard of before, even though you're probably pretty familiar with the different parts of digital citizenship. So we'll just quickly look at the definition. According to digitalcitizenship.net, digital citizenship is the norms of appropriate, responsible behavior with regard to technology use. These are skills that students need to develop, and specifically on My Big Campus, it's better for them to be learning how to use a social media tool in a safe environment, such as their school, than it is for them to be just learning from their brother and sister on Facebook. So now let's look at the tools that My Big Campus offers to help teachers monitor the activity of the students within their groups. Welcome back to the activity feed. So any user in My Big Campus has the ability to flag an abuse report on any other user. And the way that that works is on the activity wall, in a discussion, on my personal wall, anytime somebody's posted something, next to their name, I see this little actions icon. And if I click that, I can report abuse. When I decide to report abuse, I then get to select the type. Bullying, violence, nudity, profanity, inappropriate grade level. So if I choose inappropriate grade level and click report, now that user has been flagged and that abuse report is going to get reviewed by real people. So let's go see where that comes up. So I'm the teacher, and probably once in the morning and once in the afternoon, I'd like to come and review and see if there's any abuse reports going on with the kids in my class. Once in the morning because maybe they did it when they were at home last night, and then once in the afternoon because of all the activity that would be going on campus during the day. So I go up to my notifications in the top right, and I view my requests. And there it is right at the top. Type of content, there's a group discussion post posted by Lee Morrell, but that one's been flagged for inappropriate grade level. Well, I need some more detail, so we'll click View Details, and it shows the exact post that she wrote. It shows who reported the abuse, what the abuse was, and when it was flagged. Now, as a teacher, I have a couple options. I can click on the name of the discussion. That'll take me right there, so maybe I need some more context. I could click that and see all of the posts in the discussion from whoever was involved. If I do all this and I know that this is a harmless post, maybe it was just somebody joking when they flagged the report, I can go ahead and do nothing because it's appropriate. If it is something that shouldn't be posted on My Big Campus, I can delete the discussion post. Or if I want to save it till later, I can cancel and go back. So one recommendation when you're dealing with abuse reports is that whether it's something harmless or whether it was something serious, that you talk to the students that were involved. If they were just joking, let them know that you're checking these and they shouldn't be joking there. If there is something serious, well, then you really need to talk to that student to see what's going on. So this is one way of monitoring what your students are up to in My Big Campus but the only way that you see these is if a student flagged it for abuse. So now let's look at two more tools that teachers have to keep tabs on what their students are doing in My Big Campus. To access them, hover over your name in the top right-hand corner and click on Reports. When I get into my reports, I can search all the activity of the students that are in my groups. So I can decide what to search for. In this case, I'm going to look at everything, excluding conversations in MBC Docs. And, I'm a little worried about one of my students, a little concerned about what she's been up to. So I want to search what Darius has been doing. If I like, I can put in a keyword that maybe I'm particularly concerned about. And I really just want to see what she's been doing in the last week, although I could look back as long as I want. And one of the best parts is that I can see non-deleted and deleted content. So there's no hiding. Some students will post something and delete it thinking that it's gone, but everything is archived and I can search for it here. So I click search, and there's everything Darius has been doing in the last week. And again, I can see posts that she's deleted as well. So that's really helpful. Another powerful monitoring tool is the Suspicious Activity tab. Results that come up in the suspicious activity are things that have been flagged by our filter. The filter is a computer. It's just looking for keywords. In this case, you can see that a class in our district was doing a discussion about killing animals. So the word kill is flagged by the filter and is going to come up as being suspicious, even though these are appropriate posts. This way, if there are inappropriate posts that aren't flagged for abuse, they still come up and they're really easy to search for. This only searches the students in your groups, so in general, there's going to be nothing here unless a student posts something with some inappropriate content, or again, you do some kind of activity and inside that activity some words are used that the filter is going to flag as possibly being suspicious. Just like before, I can decide what to search. I can search by a specific person. I can decide the time length that I want to search, and I can look at non-deleted or deleted content. So we've seen some really powerful tools to monitor student activity, but there's one more that really sets My Big Campus apart, and that's this guy over here, Bob Campus. Bob Campus is a personality on My Big Campus, but what it really is a team of people that are monitoring My Big Campus in real time. So if there's a real emergency, not just an inappropriate post, but something that needs to be acted on right away, Bob Campus will contact the school district and then we can take care of that issue. So while it is the teacher's responsibility to monitor what their students are doing, it is nice to know that you do have that Bob Campus safety net. So let's review. Any My Big Campus user can report inappropriate behavior by clicking the Report Abuse button. And it's recommended that group owners check abuse reports and suspicious activity twice a day. So once in the morning to see what your students were up to overnight, and then once at the end of the school day to see if anything happened during the day. To check abuse reports, go to your notifications and click on Requests. To check for suspicious activity, hover over your name and click on Reports. And last but definitely not least, Bob Campus is a team of real people that monitor My Big Campus in real time and model good digital citizenship. So join us next time when we'll talk about using the resources available in the My Big Campus library.